I'm Max.
Sluggishly, I tread into the monotonously cadaverous hellhole of a building that will end up spending crippling amounts of wasted time, solely meant to create a life for me, adequate enough to be labeled as a functioning member of society. I do this every day. I don't care. Every waking moment, the seconds that pass will feel precisely equivalent to the previous ones on the very next second, categorically and unmistakably boring. Boring enough to where I'd think far into the future, almost 100% certain that this is what life just is. Boring. So in turn, all these seconds spent, I truly believed would have been better exhausted if they did not exist at all. Since this video isn't about suicide or depression, I'll stop right there with those reflections. But I think it's important to know that before I get into this, that school benevolently played a profound role in my dejection for life when I was a teenager. So I understand why. The United States and even the entire world demand the maximum amount of individuals being educated in order to progress and evolve mankind. Because of education, the average student will seize more multifaceted knowledge than some of the most intellectual scholars of the past. And although curiosity, imagination, determination, open-mindedness, and love for learning create boundlessly greater minds than education could ever do, you cannot deny that statistics on education speak for themselves. And honestly, it is quite beautiful when you look at it from that perspective. It's a way of humanity saying, hey, let's be better, let's teach our children our mistakes and how to never make them. And I love that. But no one sees that, and not to mention there are other aspects of modern education that consummately vomit on itself, which will be saved for Life Sucks education. Right now I'm going to be sticking close to home, just generally speaking about school. For me, I was a straight A student. And I'm not trying to brag, I'm just explaining my particular angle on the matter. I was the one doing your homework. I was the one working on our project. I was the one who sat with the weird, cringy kids. I was the one who wore the same black sweatshirt every day. I was the one hunched over with the exceedingly large backpack. And I was the one who wanted to kill myself almost all the time. It's not enough that I'm tormented by my own mind, right? I have resentful bullies who physically abuse me. Repeat, I have severely ignorant and ungodly shallow peers who forget who I am when I was the one who gave them a fucking pencil they never returned. Repeat, I have uninterested crushes who for some reason can't see me and seem to never hear when I say something to them. Anytime they do hear me, I fuck it up by being a socially autistic moron. Repeat, I have slipshod teachers who ferociously brutalize anyone who asks to go to the bathroom and refuses to answer questions with the phrase, "You should have been listening," after mindlessly emphasizing on the first day to always ask fucking questions, you stupid bitch. Repeat, I have debilitating masses of homework for every goddamn subject that had ever exist on the planet that no sane human would ever give one modicum of cognition for, like, what does the pig's head symbolize when it's fucking bleeding on the stick at 3 a.m. with exactly 2 flies sitting on the crust of the nose while Ralph moans in the middle of the night as he's masturbating? Repeat, I don't care. 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 I don't. And this repeats for what I envisioned would be an endless amount of days until the final one, where I either graduate or hang from the ceiling. Can I stay home today? I ask. No, Dad screams. You are going to school today. I don't care what the problem is. You are going. I think to myself that today would be a good day to kill myself. That way he can see how fucking wrong he was for making me go. But instead I chose to go to the bathroom and make myself vomit. My beautiful mother allows me to go back to sleep, and I experience one of the greatest slumbers that I could ever have. Do any of y'all have that too, where you stay home sick from school or work and that little nap you have in between is like one of the deepest and most lucid REM sleeps you have? Or is that just me? Because I vividly recall tons of dreams that I used to have when I stayed home sick from school. Anyways, that brings me to my next point. Wake up, it's time for school, is a phrase that I'm sure triggers some sort of very minute PTSD in all of us. And there's something I must confess, and I don't know if it was just me, but waking up for school were times when my hopelessness for life was at its apex. because today I will be repeating the exact same sequence of events that I agonizingly suffered through just the day before, and every single day before that, and I'll be doing this every single day after. I was terrified to fall asleep at night just because I knew in the morning I'd be there, viciously gazing at the bottle of Ambien next to me, soundlessly fantasizing of an overdose. I'm tired. The weekend felt like a godsend, but you have only one day off. Friday is mostly spent in school. Saturday is your day off. And Sunday you get to spend every hour stressing out about the fact that you have to get sent back to hell tomorrow. And even then, this is how the weekend goes. You wake up. You are in fact not sitting under several foreboding white lights inside of a small classroom. You are deeply euphoric. Video games, TV, movies, internet, food. You enjoy your day. And after tons of hours glide through reality, you start to realize something. You painstakingly try to ignore the fact that your brain is noticing that it doesn't matter whether you are in school or outside of school. This is getting boring. My life is boring. I'm boring. School isn't helping, shoving heaps of meaningless substance onto my existence, causing me to feel as if I've done almost nothing for the past 18 years of my life. I am not successful. I am not making money. I am not saving lives. I am not helping with any problems. I am not changing anything significant. I am not creating an impact on planet Earth. I am solely a sheep, following every order under the regime of our curriculum, replicating the majority of actions, thoughts, and mindsets of every other sheep beside me. I get it, I'm a kid. I'm not supposed to be doing anything drastic, but please just give me something. Yeah, maybe I'll get one 45-minute class on an elective that perhaps I have a vague interest in, but I have no passion for it when there's 7 other classes in which I'm expected to never dip below a 70, let alone a 90, that are inexhaustibly piling titanic heaps of purposeless filth designed to populate every fragment of time in my life. Hey Max, do you want to come to the game design club after school? No. Why the fuck would you ever think that I'd have time for that? I have a test in math, a project in science, an essay in English, a research paper in history, homework from 4 other classes. I have to talk to my counselor. My grandpa has cancer, so my mom's at the hospital. My dad's at work. I don't have a ride. I haven't eaten food. I need to go to the bathroom. I did not sleep last night and probably won't today. I have anxiety and suffer from depression and will consider killing myself tonight. If this was not the case, then yes, I would absolutely love to come to game design because I actually want to do that with my life, but it's too bad school has given me no room to do so. I forfeited a potential career path that I have wanted to take for most of my life, and any potential prosperity, success, and impact I would have had on video games, and on any individual who played them, for a perfectly useless A+ on my report card. Thank you, school. Thank you. But with that being said, and I hate to say it, there are some good memories. I remember Coach Spencer on the ground wheezing at a joke I made when we were reading Of Mice and Men. I remember performing the Napoleon Dynamite dance at the talent show. I remember being nominated for class favorite and class funniest during my freshman year. I remember acting like a spaz and making people laugh during my senior prom. I remember graduating, how happy I was, and proudly saying goodbye to all of my fellow classmates. Jesus Christ, as of recording this video right now, I'm starting to remember even more, and I'm realizing that I'm doing those memories a huge dishonor by not properly articulating the perfect description of what exactly I felt for those good times. But for any of you who feel nostalgic, that surreal feeling you get over a video game or song or smell you experienced years ago, it's very closely related to that, but amplified a ton, being that these were real things really happening right in front of my senses at the very time. I'm almost willing to say right now that reflecting back on those good memories, I think I enjoyed school. Obviously not in the moment of experiencing it. It was undoubtedly a grueling and horrifying experience that I never want to relive, and I know that's how it is for most of y'all here today. But please understand that school comes to an end. Lol, yeah, maybe in 1, 2, 3, or 4+ years. Yes, I know. And those years are fucking long, but those exact years from now, you'll be able to get out of there. Until they fucking fix this system, it's what we have to deal with. But you will finally be able to be who you want to be once you're out of there. Lol, what about college, bitch? Yes, that will get a video as well. But for now, be glad that you'll be free to do what you want to do. All that's left is for you to do it, just like I am doing. Toodles.